Oh, this brand new car paint. It's just perfect. Nothing can beat this, right? What's up guys? Welcome back to the Will's Right Here channel. So you just got a brand new car and the paint just looks absolutely perfect and you've never seen a car this shiny before and you like to keep it that way. Well, it's going to be more difficult if you like to go through the automatic car washes, or worse than that, you don't even wash your car. Your car paint is not going to stay as good as what it is brand new. And even when it's brand new, it might look really shiny, it might look really good, and it's fresh out of a factory. What can get better than that? Well, actually in transportation or in dealership processing, there's actually some minor damages that happens to your paint through that process, but that's a minor issue. The more important thing is exactly why I am detailing. So I'm not a professional detailer, but I detail cars exactly because of this reason. I got a brand new car and it was looking perfect, it was shiny, I wanted to keep it that way. So the best way I found out how to do that is just DIY it yourself at home. So how I found out was that with my brand new car, I drove it off the lot and winter hits. It was this darker color too, and the side was just completely covered in white salt. So the car looked terrible. I'm gonna bring it to the automatic car wash and get it cleaned, even those touchless ones. Well, it did clean it, but it also leaves some damages. So those automatic car washes, especially the ones with brushes, they're honestly more of a scratch machine than a wash. So if you want your car to stay in good condition in a couple years, 5 years, then car washes are probably not the way to go, because over time, that micro marring, your paint, right now it looks shiny, it's only going to dull it out.
Oh no!
And on top of that, car washes actually cost a lot of money, especially those ones that have monthly subscription plans. If you add it up, you actually spend hundreds of dollars a year. And since I'm very cheap, I didn't want to spend that money and get mediocre results, whereas I like to put up just a bigger upfront cost and get more longevity with my detailing products and learn how to detail myself and do the hand washing and invest a little bit of that time. And with some practice, you actually find out that hand washing actually doesn't take up that much time. And in time, you actually find out that hand washing just takes such better care than those brushes from car washes will do for your paint. Your paint will be a lot shinier. The things you'll be able to do for your car will be a lot better than those car washes, because you can do ceramic coatings or even just spray coatings that you can apply. That will be a lot stronger than whatever those car washes are applying on your paint. Although detailing your car yourself at home will save you the cost of hiring a professional detailer and come and work on your car for you, but it does take up your personal time. But with the right products and the right process, which is pretty well advanced now with newer technology, will actually save you a lot of time, and you'll find that the detailing process actually doesn't take up that much time, especially when you have a smaller car like this sexy Prius over here. Now this is coming from a 3-row SUV owner here. Now with the right products and the right tools, something like this will be a breeze to detail, which is what I'm going to share with you next. So I made a chart to show the difference between two different methods. One is that detailer's approach that you hand wash every car, you give it a deeper clean once every few months. The other is that you just go with automatic washes and just those strictly go once a month. And your car is gonna look generally clean and you're gonna enjoy that convenience. But I can't promise if your car is gonna look the same as when it was new in a year. So here what you're gonna see is a schedule of you washing the car every month. Now the first time you wash your car is going to be a more in-depth detail. You're gonna have to clean off whatever is on the car. If you like to apply a ceramic coating or just a spray coating, then that would be the time. And also if you wanna give it a quick polish and really make it shine and remove some of that defect, because as we discussed earlier, new cars, a lot of them come with some of those defects, either induced by the transportation or the dealership, or sometimes even the factory. But after that first detail, your maintenance washes that comes after is going to be a lot easier, especially if you put on a ceramic coating or just a spray coating. The majority of washes are going to just be a maintenance level wash, which means it's not very in-depth. You just kind of wash whatever you see and just clean off whatever is on the car and without going into decontamination. But once every few months, you can go into that deeper clean and just really make sure the car is all dialed. And you can do that as often as you want. But just know that it's not entirely necessary. So just once every few months is gonna be sufficient. On the other hand, if you're visiting your automatic car wash, let's say once a month, but more realistically, if you're paying once a month, you're probably gonna go multiple times a month. At the end of the year, your paint is going to be slightly faded with lots of swirls at best. If you use the car wash even more often, you're gonna get even more swirls, and under sunlight it's going to look terrible. And at tight corners and edges, you're going to have dirt built up because those automatic car washes can't reach those certain areas. So with that being said, of course I'm going to recommend detailing your car by yourself, especially if you're spending the same amount of money. So with that same amount of money, here's the tools and chemicals that I would recommend to get started. So of course, the first one is going to start with a rinseless wash. Now I'll just go straight for the gallon because that's just so much better for your dollars. And this can be used for both exterior and interior. So this one chemical replaces many different chemicals, including glass cleaner, and you can even use it inside your house. And of course, with it, you want to use a sponge, which is going to be very safe, especially with rinseless wash. And with an all-purpose cleaner, this is one of the most economical all-purpose cleaners. This can be diluted to 1 to 15, so 1 ounce to every 15 ounces of water. And if you want some ceramic spray protection, the Quiver Hot Coat over here is a very good option. It's performing so well that I got a gallon myself, and it's also at a very good price at $50 only. And of course, you're gonna need some microfibers for drying. So here's one of my favorites. It's the Diva towel. So this comes in a nice rectangular shape, 1500 GSM, made in Korea. So top-notch quality. And for a smaller one, I like this Mr. Twister from Thor. And these towels, at this kind of material, quality, and blend, and made in Korea, have the best price on the market currently. And this is even before discounts. And if you want some very plush microfibers, the Freebird 400 here is also very good. Not necessary though. And if you want to get into decontamination, which I highly recommend, the DIY Detail Clay Towel here is one of the safest ways to clay your car. And they just released a new version that's got the 4 different quadrants. So you remember to fold them into a shape like this. So you get 4 different sides to clay. You want to be using an iron remover that's designed for a clay towel like this. So they're highly lubricious. So your clay towel will glide on the surface very safely. Now the best ones I know is the Detail Co one, and also of course from DIY Detail themselves. But sadly it's sold out on Thor. And for inside your wash bucket, I also highly recommend a dirt filter like this. So this will keep all the dirt and grit at the bottom of your bucket. So whenever you dunk your sponge back in, that dirt doesn't stick back onto your sponge and cause scratching when you bring it back to the car. And if you want to get into light polishing, I highly recommend this waffle pad from DIY Detail. This is very easy to use, one of the most user-friendly pads out there. It's got the waffle design, which makes it even safer for beginners. And of course, you'll need a polish. So this clean spray polish is a very user-friendly polish as well. You spray onto your pad and just go at it. Very beginner-friendly. So this polish is very safe and also very good at finishing down to a very glossy surface. And all of those products I mentioned only came out at a price of $352. If you use my code, WillsRecord10, you get 10% off on your purchase. So that will bring the total back down to just under $320. So that's all the products I would say you need to get started. And a lot of them are even gallons, so that would last you a long time. Now, the only thing I would recommend is getting a little electric sprayer like this. This you can get on Amazon for about $60. But this is also very handy for applying rinseless wash or foaming on your APC. And the other thing is getting a cheaper pack of microfibers like this from Costco. It's only $17, and you get 36 really nice all-purpose kind of towels. And I tend to use these on wheels and tires for things that are dirtier, interiors, door jamb. So these will save your nice Korean-made towels for their intended purposes. And this will just be the all-rounder and pick up whatever is left. And it's not gonna break your heart or waste your money if these get ruined. So there you guys go. That's the reasoning behind why I like to detail and why I recommend other people to start detailing at home and just start doing it themselves. In my opinion, in my situation, I find it very cost-effective and I get enjoyment out of it, and I also get a much better result than if I went to a scratch machine. Now, everyone's situation is different. If you don't have the time to detail your car, there's no shame in going to the car washes. They will do the job. It's better than not cleaning your car at all. So this video is not to make fun of those people who use car washes, and they have their place and convenience too. So there you guys go. Let me know your thoughts on my recommendations and what you would take out, what you would add. And also, if you detail at home just like me, what is your reason behind it? if you're not a professional detailer already. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.